Hello and welcome to another episode of Schnozzcast. Your host tonight, this is Bob, joined by Cory, Nick, and Todd, and special guest, Kate.
Hello.
Hello. Tonight we got a little booze news for you, some TT's TikToks, Gentleman's Agreement, and Nick's existential question of the week. Going all the way down to the bottom, per Nick Bader's suggestion. There it is.
Thank you. No hard stops.
That's right.
No, it's only the hard stop on Gentleman's Agreement every time.
Is it Gentleman's?
Yeah, it's
well,
like Gentleman's Agreement. All right, moving on. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
I wait until the first motherfucking, and then I cut it hard.
I know.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, I can't guarantee I won't do that this time.
Nick, take the board over.
I really should. He's got enough going on.
All right. If you were new to the show, thank you for joining in. Please be sure to stream us here every week on Apple Podcasts, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, Audible, or anywhere else we can get a podcast. You can also follow us on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Schnozzcast. And don't forget to email us with your questions for our hosts at schnozzcast@gmail.com, or you can call or text us anytime, day or night, at 618-SHOCKER.
The Shocker line, always open for your questions and queries.
What's the difference between a question and a query?
That's
The spelling.
Well played.
It's another conversation for another cup of coffee, Bob.
Cory, sharp as a tack tonight. Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm trying.
That's all he's going to have.
Woo, he's on his own. The Bachelor for the night. Kate, thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yes, I understand that you've been one of our 5 listeners. So,
Dedicated.
yeah. I won't say the most dedicated because I don't want to offend all those other people that think that they're most dedicated.
I'm calling dibs on that.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't want to offend the other 4.
Yeah. I'd rather each of the 5 think that they're the top fan.
I get that.
Yeah. And after, outside, we'll talk about how you're really the top fan.
Totally, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I brought food, so.
I mean, you set the bar high. If you show up to the Schnozzcast, you got to show up with a giant bag full of Polish Village.
I was saying not just food too, Polish Village. So,
and thank you for that because Cory, out of the last several months, this is the first time he is returning to sleep at my house tonight. So I really appreciate the gaseous Polish Village that's going to be filling up my fucking air ducts.
Well, all he can have is the dill pickle soup because of his liquid diet. So.
But,
all right.
Hold on. We all know as well that at the end of the night, Nick is going to slam and then lock the door, and then he's going to turn on that goddamn hairdryer, and that's going to blow away any possible gaseous, noxious fumes.
I have to say, I've had so many concerns about your life.
Please share them because we all have the same concerns.
I mean, just like his well-being, mainly, because it sounds like a dangerous.
It is a burn the house down problem. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and like just
Nick, would you like to
melt
explain?
sheets to your body and like
That's never happened. I've never melted
Yet.
sheets to my body.
No, but falling asleep with a could burn the house down situation going on.
And to be fair, it's not an every night occurrence.
Well, it's every Schnozzcast night occurrence. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I just need to get it out of the house.
Yeah, yes, you do.
It's like a Ouija board that's cursed, or a cursed doll, or
you
anything
saying-
that's cursed.
If it was cursed, you would have burned your house down.
are you saying you want to get the hairdryer out of the house?
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
Do we need to do an intervention, Cory?
I was going to say, with Nick and the power of Amazon, I don't think getting it out of the house is going to do anything except make him buy another one. Potentially a more powerful, hotter hairdryer that will really,
But let's
really
take
burn the house
advantage
down.
of our special guest tonight and her potentially intellectual prowess in talking Nick out of the use of this hairdryer.
I mean,
No pressure.
Yeah, I mean, have I been woken up in a cold sweat thinking, "Oh my God, Nick might be
Ablaze?
ablaze," or just I'm really worried about the sheets melting too because they're all synthetic now,
Yeah.
and the fabulous beard ripped off your face with skin intact and everything. It just seems like a very horrible and painful death.
She's got your best interest at heart, buddy.
It would be.
For what, my friend?
Hot
Turn up
air
the
in the
heat.
face.
in your house. Get a space heater, my friend.
I do. I have one.
I think you need to
my
come down
God,
to
like,
what is the situation you're trying to create in order to go to sleep?
Yeah, why do you have to be so?
And is there another way to create it?
There's got to be some weaning. I'm gonna have to wean. It's
But talk for just a second about
Yeah.
the specific circumstances of that hairdryer that make it so you're like, oh, sleep, here I come. Is it the heat, the breeze?
Well, I'll tell
both?
you. I'll tell you exactly what it is. It was, and I know I've told this story on the show.
Are we glossing over
Yes.
what it is we're talking about? Should we just kind of quickly recap?
Yeah.
So
we've talked about it many times on the show.
okay, but if you're new to the podcast,
If you're new to the podcast, before I would, I'm not a morning person. When I was going to school, like middle school, I would get up, and 7:00 in the morning was way too fucking early. And when I had hair, I would lay in bed.
you still have hair. You just choose to shave it off.
but
Don't make it seem like the hair is gone.
No, but hair that you would use a hair dryer for.
Sure.
Let's say this.
Yeah, that's fair.
I thought I would kill two birds with one stone and lay in bed while I was blow drying my hair, because I thought this would make sense and I can lay down, and that never worked. And I would be awoken by my dad violently pounding on the door.
Nick,
You just dropped the hair dryer on the floor, because I would instantly fall asleep.
I have a clarifying question.
there you go. Thanks, Kate.
Hi, Todd. I'm super excited to talk to you.
yeah, we're gonna get to Todd in a second. Let's
Todd, sorry.
finish the hairdryer saga.
So I guess this is a question
Yeah.
for all the men present.
Sure.
Is blow drying your hair something you all do?
I
No.
don't think I've ever used a blow dryer in my life.
My father does. It's very weird. But like
And my
other
dad
than
did.
that,
And my dad
nobody
did.
else has. My brother did not pick that up.
Yeah, and my dad did every morning too, and I don't know why, because
Yeah.
I don't now, but I,
think
know
my
that
dad
I'm
was
going to
trying
in,
to floof
in
it.
20 years.
in 20 years.
Wait, why are you going to use one in 10 or 20 years?
Because I have to pass down that tradition of old dudes blow drying their nuts in the locker room.
One leg up.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Sorry,
now,
Kate.
now it's just like I keep my house pretty cold at night, and if I'm cold, that's what I do. I'm like, I don't space heater. I get too hot. It's ridiculous. There's nothing logical. There's nothing logical about
Thank
it.
you,
that's
because
true.
I was just about to freak out.
A space heater, you get too hot, but yet a hair dryer blowing directly in your face.
It's not like on high.
That is the least of our concerns at this point.
Trust me, I'm not saying. First of all,
Does
we
it
did
create-
no prep about hairdryer talk before the show
That's
tonight.
what makes this show amazing. In
Does
my
it create
opinion.
like a womb-like experience for you?
Sure.
I
If that
think
ends the
maybe-
conversation quicker, sure.
Yeah. So is it under the sheet, and then like the whole sheet and bed become womb-like?
No,
is
no,
that-
no.
yeah,
There's
where-
no womb like.
So where is the hairdryer? Is
It's
it
outside of the
outside
sheets.
the sheets?
I don't think I want to tell you.
Well,
Oh, that's fair.
for
No,
your
it's-
safety,
it's-
I must
No,
know.
it's up on top of a pillow or something, so it does not.
Oh, good.
Fall
A
under
bunch
the-
of feathers,
Dude.
a bunch of down feathers inside
Where
the
could
pillow.
it be that it would be safe? No,
There is no safe place.
Exactly.
If it were off and not in your bedroom.
Oh, I know. What if I get one of these clamp things and
Well,
I hook it
exactly.
up to
Just
the
mount it.
windowsill?
Yes,
And
there you
if
go.
I want to use it, then at least it's safe.
There you go.
I
Exactly.
mean, that's a start in the right direction.
That is.
Okay.
We got you.
All right.
Actually, you know what? Even better, even safer. Get a heat lamp and then a fan, and have the heat lamp. It'll be the same damn thing.
I think what we're all referring to is a space heater, and you could just put it up high.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've
Turns
actually-
out that's what it is.
Yeah,
I've actually had more problems with space heaters than a blow dryer. Trust me.
So
I think
far.
you're using all of the
So
products
far.
wrong is the thing.
Yeah.
I woke up one time
I lay on the space heater.
in the middle of the night, woke up for no reason, and looked down, and the space heater that was not touching anything, was on a wood floor, like not surrounded by anything, had tip over protection, all that good stuff, was literally, it just started smoking as I was looking at it, and I immediately unplugged it. I've done that a couple times. I woke up one time and my charging unit for my USB cable, like on my side table, like didn't wake up from the smell of smoke, anything, and woke up and it flashed and started immediately smoking. And I'm like, how am I waking up at these like life-saving moments? Like,
I don't know.
so
but you're still alive, and let's try to keep it that way.
Yeah. So, but I think that's a step in the right direction. One of these little clamps, like for this cell phone, that's going to be a start, and then eventually just get rid of it.
I wonder if there's a Reddit group dedicated to those people just like yourself who use hair dryers.
I don't think there are any. I really don't think there are.
You should start one.
A&E's working on a documentary right now, actually.
You should start a Reddit thread and see how many people join. They were like, "Oh my god, I do the same thing."
A lot of it is the noise, because there was one time that I found like a hairdryer noise like on one of those sound apps.
Yeah.
And I turned it on like at a hotel and passed out immediately.
There you go.
So the heat didn't play
trigger.
any part there.
A lot of it's just the white noise, but so that's another safe alternative.
Dangerous white noise.
It's a dangerous game you're playing, Nick.
You
Bates.
trained yourself.
So we've got hairdryer, falls asleep in front of a fridge, an open fridge.
When I was a child.
And,
Not today.
And we've got Runes pillow sheets or pillowcases.
Yeah,
What
you
do
guys
we
are
have
all
for-
weird.
What do we have for Todd?
Yeah, Todd, what's yours? Corey ruins pillowcases because he rips them apart with his fingers.
While he's asleep.
I've heard.
But that's at least safe. And so if I put mine on a clamp, then it's at least safe.
I don't
Or if
think
it's
I
a
don't think
space
I have a.
heater.
Todd, you got to have some sort of a crazy go to sleep thing.
Go to sleep thing?
Yeah.
I don't. I don't think that I do. I mean,
Did you at one point when you were in your life at any point? Maybe not today, but maybe earlier.
No,
when
I can't.
When you were younger.
No, I can't think of.
It's not specific to go to sleep. He does the pillowcase thing just as a fidget.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't think that I have
I'm fidgeting right now.
a coping mechanism. I don't know if I have.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there are many things that you're doing to cope with.
No, I
Everyday
don't
life.
disagree. I don't know that I recognize one. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't.
Maybe this is a better question.
It's like chewing my fingernails, but it doesn't do anything. Like I don't do it because I'm nervous. I don't do it because I'm anxious. I don't do it because I'm angry. I just do it, and then all of a sudden I'll stop for 8 months. So I don't.
I mean, I chew my fingernails,
That's
but
weird.
that's yeah.
I think Bob was onto something with it's a question for Mary. I
Yeah.
think spouses probably have a better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like
I'll-
what's
Or
your
it probably drives her crazy, whatever it is.
what's your weird and this I think this was an existential question at one point, but what's your weird thing that nobody else really knows? Like the weird thing you have to do.
Was Todd not on that episode?
I
don't remember.
It used to be for me. It used to be before I could not go to bed without putting in a dip. I had to have a Kodiak dip or a Copenhagen
Okay.
before I went to bed. But then I quit chewing cold turkey, and so I don't have to have a dip. And actually, that was I think the other thing was, and it's a great episode for Kate to be on. But the dip actually was a great laxative because it was like, oh, and now I need to do that. And so I take a dip, do the thing, go to bed, and that was like for like 8 years. That was my ritual. And then
So-
I quit chewing, and that is no longer my ritual.
And I haven't shit since.
I smoke cigarettes, so I know all about
Yo, I know
the
intimately
poopies.
about that. I never smoke cigarettes, but I love this. It's the lowest you can go. But still, when you wake up in the morning and you have a coffee and a vape or a cigarette, it's like starting the factory. It's like, boom, let's go. Everything just starts working, and you just immediately have to go.
Yeah.
You're not waiting to go to the bathroom. You're not like, oh, do I have to go to the bathroom? I'm not really sure. Like everything just starts immediately, and it's like clockwork. So it's almost enjoyable. It's like because at least
It's almost enjoyable.
You know it's coming.
at least you're like the second I have this coffee and I have this smoke, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna get in the shower. And I'm gonna go to work.
Right.
It's not like on my way to work I'm gonna be like, maybe I have to. Maybe I have to go now. Like, nope. It's like a light switch. You're gonna get it done as soon as you wake up.
The best part of that whole thing is not having to go into an office anymore.
Did you?
Oh, I missed-
you
I
did it
missed
one
the
time,
office
not
so
work
much.
from home?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Don't you miss the office though? I miss
No,
the
not
office.
one bit. Not
Oh, my
one
goodness.
bit.
Oh my
Not
goodness.
one bit.
Let me ask you this question. then.
Yeah.
You don't miss the days of kind of feeling a little bit guilty of having a beer after at like 5:07 in the office at down there on Haggerty and 8 Mile there and
No.
you don't miss any of that those days?
Nope.
I do.
No,
Wait, the guilt. What do you mean?
Because the days of working in an office and then having to wait till 5 to have a beer, like now I don't have to wait. now I could just do it anytime I want. Who says I'm not doing it while I'm
if you
on the
moved out to
meetings?
Seattle, an enlightened city, you can do that anywhere.
There
they
you
have
have it.
kegerators in the office. But no, I love the office atmosphere. I love it.
There's the social aspect of it, which I do miss because, there's a different dynamic that you get with people that you're working with when you can see them. That is
Yes.
That's undoubtedly
Yes.
true.
Yeah.
However, you also remove the interactions that you have to have with people that you don't give a fuck about. And that you
But
really
most of
don't
most
like.
of us
And
most
now I
of
don't
us
have to see you.
Yeah, but
Or
most of
talk
us
to
have like 1 or 2 people that we don't like, and like 18 people at the office that we do.
Or you're sitting next to someone that smells.
That's
I
why
have a great
podcast
story about
nights,
that.
Nick.
Yeah.
I have a great story about that. My Nona
I
story.
did shower today. Just so you
Dude,
know.
I'm telling you,
Faith
I
recently.
used to work with this girl that fucking smelled like mothballs. It was fucking disgusting.
I mean, it could be
There's
worse.
a worse smell
Yeah.
than mothballs. Yeah.
Just your grandparents' house.
I don't know. That
That-
kind of smells like death.
Yeah, why would anyone younger fucking have mothballs scent on them to the point that you can smell it when you walk past them?
I feel like some people still think it's a good idea to wash their clothes with mothballs in the dryer.
They don't put them in the
That's
dryer.
not
Don't they
how
put them
they
in their
work.
That's
drawers?
not a thing.
They put them in their drawers.
Or like under their beds and shit.
Corey's
in
like,
closets.
Yeah.
just breezed past that. I had no idea what mothballs are.
They
My
keep
parents
the
figured out
gnats
how
away.
horrible
And mice
they
away.
were
They
for
keep
our
mice away, I
brains.
think. They're
Yeah.
supposed to keep mice away, I think.
Yeah, so I think
Yep.
I think they're supposed to keep moths away.
Yeah, my limited understanding of mothballs. my limited understanding of
Who
them.
keeps moths in their closet?
I don't know
What kind of
anybody.
I think maybe when you lived outdoors.
I don't know anybody that's ever used actual mothballs ever in my life.
Your grandparents did. I know that.
You
Wow.
We have a cottage,
do? Okay.
so they don't
that-
anymore because, like, I think they make people fucked up, and that's hello, hi.
I mean, there's
Keep
nothing,
moths.
there's nothing that smells
Especially
like.
children. That was when I was there, and so they would put them like for the off season when we were shutting it down.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah, but then they kind of like kept them like under the beds and places, and I think moths do get in, and they're like holes in fabric things.
They
and
do. Yeah,
thus
they
So Corey's-
moths
Moths
like
just
a moth.
crash into light bulbs.
Yeah, but that makes
Corey's
think-
very moth-like.
that a seasonal home that you shut down for most of the year and you're only there 3 months out of the year. That makes perfect sense. You're not there to make sure things in the varmints and all that stuff are not getting inside, But on a
Mice are varmint.
yeah on an everyday basis, to have them in your drawers like you're 97 and your clothes smell like that chemical. It's a very specific chemical. It's like skunk or citronella or mothballs. Like there's nothing else you can use these smells for. They are very specific. And it's just a fucking horrible, horrible smell. And so I'm like, oh, Jesus. Fucking walking by this person all the time, like, ugh.
Who?
no, we don't have to
Nope.
say names.
No, we won't
Yeah.
say names. We'll talk about it after the show.
That's fine.
God damn it! I'm not gonna remember by then.
God damn it.
Mothballs. They keep the moths away.
It's an obtrusive smell.
I had a couple of notes that I wanted to run by you guys just from the last 24 hours. So you may or may not have seen the video that Lori posted on Instagram or I think it was Facebook about she had gotten she'd gotten a shipment from Amazon on her porch, and her Blink camera captured her coming up to the house and taking the package off the porch and walking the front door, and she'd ordered a pair of pants. And they were like a second order of a pair of pants that she bought, tried them on, didn't fit. She sent them back, and this was a different size. So while she was getting the shipment of pants off the porch, she was singing a little song that it caught in the Blink camera. And the song was something to the effect of, "I hope these pants are gonna fit me." And she posted it. And so, not to spoil the surprise, but they did fit, and now I refer to them as her porch pants.
That makes sense.
I thought you were going to say, and her Instagram post went viral, and it's trending on.
No.
And all it was that?
I would have led with that if that was the case.
I'm like,
No.
that
For us
story
to
ended with a
hitch our-
freaking thud.
For us to hitch our little red wagon to a viral post, oh my God, I would have done that before I even did the housekeeping.
I'm like,
We
that
would have
story
changed
ended
this to
with
the
a
Porch
thud.
Pants
Bob.
I was going to
podcast.
say we would have it up on the screen
Yeah,
right now.
absolutely.
Well, but honestly, the person that kind of coined that, and I don't know, I know Lori is significantly older than Cory, but Cory did
And
that.
taller, too.
Yeah.
That's real fucking funny.
Cory's been doing the songs about nothing, as I call it, for many, many years.
Yeah, that's true.
And he doesn't. Do you have an example? Because I have an example.
No, go ahead.
Cory's songs about nothing to me, but I don't even understand. I don't even realize it anymore when he's doing it. But it'll be like he's walking back to his car. We're having some drinks. We're doing a shot, and I'll be like, "Oh, I don't want to go to work tomorrow."
Is there that kind of crazy dance with it as well?
And his thoughts will come out in song. And
Okay.
it should be hysterical. Like, everyone just laughed. Of course that was funny. But I don't laugh anymore. I'm like, that's just what Cory does.
I literally teach that way. Like in my classroom, I like forget what I'm doing because I
Did you
like
teach
have
Wait,
like,
hold on. What?
I'm sorry,
How old
no.
are the kids that you're teaching?
4th grade.
So Cory's like a fourth grader is what you're saying.
Or a 4th grade teacher.
No,
No, I just have like
Thank you, Nick.
No,
I'm the one.
she's the teacher, right?
Yeah, I'm the one who sings in the middle of my lesson and starts dancing like this because I've lost my train of thought because I have like adult ADD and I'm like, I forgot what I'm doing. And my kids help me out and they're like, oh, we're in math and we're doing this. So it might be like going to Catholic school as a child that has just messed us up
Miss
or something.
Kate,
But
you're the teacher.
like so many times a day, I'm like, I don't know. One of you has to teach this. Like go up to the board and do it. And they do, and they learn better that way.
They do.
Train the
They
trainer,
listen very
baby.
well.
And then
Train the
sometimes
trainer.
I break out in a little
Is
song
Miss
and dance.
Kate high today? Students are like, yeah, maybe.
Do 4th graders know what high is?
No, but they know what sleep deprivation is. My child is, going through a whole like we're all just getting all the illnesses, so we're all dying all the time.
I love how they don't know something so monosyllabic as high, but they know deprivation.
I'm a really good teacher.
I guess so.
They really respond well to the singing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Are you saying then that Cory's predilection for singing his thoughts is not a sign of madness or insanity?
Oh, I'm not saying
Well,
I'm
everybody
not
does
mad.
that. I've got
I'm just
87
saying.
versions of the pee-pee song.
I also do that.
Have to go
so.
pee, have to go pee, gotta pee, gotta pee.
Oh no, Todd! I know that you're a much younger man than Cory, but
Can we do one of the little sound bites to that? So like when it's pee break time, it's Todd going like,
Cory
I have to pee.
Cory has a game. Cory plays a game of chicken with his fucking penis, and he does, and
Thank you.
he does, and because
I wanted to walk away so bad.
I really need to know what this chicken game is that he plays with his penis.
he
What
will
did
be.
I walk into
he
tonight?
will be cool as a cucumber. All
Why
night,
are you saying so many phallic
I know, there's exactly. This
All
is the
night.
phallic show.
all night, and all of a sudden he'll go, oh, I gotta pee, I gotta pee, and he will like his version of run.
I've seen that.
His version of run to the bed, like it's almost a trot. He'll be like, oh fuck,
Yeah, really run. You'll be a little.
and then he'll come back and be like, almost
Maybe
didn't.
if I sing, it won't make it as bad.
He'll
Is
go.
that what you're saying?
He'll go. Almost didn't make it. I'm like, why did you wait so long?
Because usually someone's telling me a story that takes 15 fucking minutes.
That's probably accurate.
Yeah, because you let me control anything you do all the time.
I try to listen for as long as possible until there's no more I can wait.
If I had a button where I could inflict that back pain sneeze on you right now, I would do
Oh
it.
my
the
god,
back
I would do
face.
it.
those were
No.
some good
Ach.
ones.
So that was terrible. Ow. And one of the worst pains I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah.
And this kind of ties back into what I wanted to go into in housekeeping, but I was listening.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
No, I was listening to the video last week as I was editing everything, and I'm like, oh man, like you can definitely tell there's something wrong with how I'm talking. So I want to let everyone know I had all my teeth ripped out and implants put in, and I have this huge plastic thing on the top of the roof of my mouth that is impeding a little bit on how I talk right now. So
I don't think it's as bad as you think it is.
Yeah, I couldn't
It
tell.
probably sounds
Exactly.
a lot
You've
different
always
to
sounded like
you.
a goopy bastard to me.
Yeah, and
Thanks, Todd.
we like to make it sound as though it's way worse than it is.
Yeah, Todd, don't give us any lip. Hold on, buddy. All right.
I mean, I did listen to the last
I know. I
episode.
have my own
Yikes.
speech impediments going right now.
Yeah. Just go put on some more lip gloss. I mean, lip gloss.
I know.
It's Vaseline.
I know.
So, anyways, I had that done, and
I
so
know.
it's kind of been. Like I said, I can hear it. I don't know if anyone else can, but I just wanted to put that out there. That's what was going on with my speech.
Todd, by the way,
Hey, before that though, you never ever copped to the anal bead you had in when you were freaking high pitched for a week and a half.
I still have that in. So
my name's Cory.
but as far as the worst pain I've felt in my life, the rib was definitely number one for a while until I had this done.
Did you have that done just where you're like, I gotta erase the pain of that rib thing? Maybe if I just have all my teeth ripped out.
That was my thought.
Okay.
Hey, Todd, by the way, to
sir.
comment on that, as heterosexually as I can say this, you look great. Like, all things considered,
That's always a great
I
way
have no idea
to start that kind of thing off.
how what happened, and you look better than last week.
Thank you.
Todd, I have no idea
Seriously.
what they're talking about, but it's lovely to meet you.
I'm a fast healer.
What I told you about his dog biting his lip.
Oh, I didn't really. I forgot.
You don't need to
Show it off, Todd.
Oh,
It's
you look
getting better.
handsome, sir.
Dude,
It's getting better.
Todd, honestly, I honestly cannot tell. If you had you not told us anything, I would have no fucking clue.
So Todd's got Rottweilers and Todd's.
I don't have Rottweilers. I have Rottweiler.
Sorry, Rottweiler.
Yes. And I have a Todd Corso.
Todd has for many years been the model for how people with breeds of dogs that some might consider to be dangerous can be trained, and his dogs have always been highly trained. He puts a lot of effort and work into all of that sort of thing, which is why, his disclosure to us that his dog had bitten him was so shocking. Because it's not like, oh, you've got a Rottweiler and therefore like this makes sense. It doesn't make a lot of sense in that way. I was shocked to see the picture, sir, and I'm just glad that you're okay.
Yeah, it's good. And actually, so I've been bitten by most of my dogs have bitten me at some point. This was a new endeavor with a new breed. So basically, to fill everybody in, I'm good. I'm recovered. We've had quite a bit of work going on around my house, and recently a ton of workers, and it's been strange. And our house has been kind of bubble wrapped off as painters are painting the outside of the house. And so you can't see outside. It's a bit of an opaque fishbowl, if you will. And I didn't realize it, but one Monday morning, Bo, our Cane Corso, was in a bit of panic. He was in his crate, and there's all these crazy noises, people sanding, banging, and all this other stuff. And again, so he fast forward 20 minutes. I'm getting ready to feed him. He's still not quite right. And so I kind of sit down on the floor with him and I could tell he's like shaking. He's in distress. Mm-hmm. And I sat with him and unfortunately, I thought he was past his point of distress, and I was actually just getting ready to get up and get on with my day. And as I was passing him, I grabbed his face and pulled his face towards mine to give him a kiss, and he bit my lip off.
Oh no!
And so he wasn't past what was going on with him. I made the mistake of getting too close to him. But again, it was all good. I was able to, went to urgent care to stop the bleeding. And then I was really fortunate. I got a plastic surgeon to see me at like 8:00 that night. So I had plastic surgery that night and have been on the mend ever since. So the fact that I don't think most people will notice because I look just about the way I did before, it's all good.
Well, dude, I'm glad your
Yeah.
lip's doing better and
Absolutely.
that it's healing up. But you don't have to lie to us about the plastic surgeon that you were just able to find one. The one you have on speed dial, I'm sure did the job. So.
Oh man, it was an interesting day. And I will, for you were talking about this endeavor. The bite did not hurt. In fact, I didn't even know it was a bite. But that didn't hurt. But I will. It made what made my top 5 painful most things. Getting a shot across the entirety of your top lip to numb it, even with the lidocaine on for 25 minutes to numb it.
Jesus.
That was the doctor apologized to me about 87 times because he thought I was going to knock him out of the building.
Todd, I can actually say that I understand your pain because I had a skate hit me in the bottom of the mouth and cut right in the little dimple right beneath your bottom lip and above your chin, and that was sliced open, and they had to stick a needle in sideways through the cut because obviously if you go in straight, it's going to go right through your lip. So when they put it in sideways, that was one of the worst shots I've ever felt. Actually, it was the worst shot I've ever felt.
I was gonna say, and I hate needles, and I've had really, really bad shots before, but this was from a pain perspective, it was like I said, I think it was only second to a really bad internal bleed and a ball issue.
Dude, like I said, I can actually say I understand your pain there.
Lift and cut.
Lift and cut.
Yeah. Oh no, that doesn't even make the top 10. That just made me pass out. I was fine after.
I didn't even feel any pain.
Yeah, if you like debasement, regret, and queasiness, welcome to the Schnozzcast. We bring this kind of quality content every week.
We should tell the story. That's a story, Bob. When my testicle got twisted in a football game and I didn't know it, and I was handicapped for a month.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Instead of regaling that story, we're going to do a
cringeworthy Saturdays.
Sounds
ladies and gentlemen.
Cringeworthy, exactly.
You got a shot, Todd?
He's got to rustle around. And
So while Todd does that,
Hold on, Todd.
Wait, I have one thing to say because
Yes, ma'am.
so I had no idea exactly how bad it was because
we didn't either until 5 minutes before we went live.
right, and then when I walked up the driveway, he was like, "Oh, he bit his lip off," but he is tend to exaggerate once in a while.
Did you
Corey?
see the photo?
No.
Did you see the
I
photo?
literally walked up the drive. I thought
No,
I was
'cause I think
coming
he
over to
just
say
sent it to
hi. I
me,
wasn't
so
even sure I
she
was
had
sitting
seen.
down tonight. So no, I literally have no idea what's
Yeah.
going on. I was gonna ask him if he had to have a stitch or something because I was like, oh, he looks totally fine. And then he's like, oh, plastic fucking surgery. So wow, man, you look awesome, and it's great to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too.
I listen to you a lot.
But like Cory said, he's got a plastic surgeon on speed dial and making lemons
As you do.
making lemons into lemonade. His dick is also an inch longer.
That was an
Wow.
unfortunate burp. Or
I know. I'm
just
like,
happened there.
I know. I'm embarrassed for Bob.
Don't be embarrassed. Sir. Your dick's an inch longer. So
That was an unfortunate hiccup. That your dick is a little bit longer now.
Hey, Bob, you didn't ask me the most important questions.
It gets sweeter each time. Yeah.
I'm not sure that's true.
Oh yeah.
It was
Hey.
it was peak conditions, hazy IPA by Stone Brewing, and Peach Crown.
Gotcha.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
And they're
Bob
both
picked-
fabulous.
Bob picked up tonight some Jack Daniel's apple, which I'll let you know tomorrow how that was.
Yeah.
Tonight
It's pretty smooth.
Here's my thing. This is what I make for Mary. If you have any ginger liqueur, do equal parts ginger liqueur and that Jack apple.
Yeah, I'm
And then
fresh
you
out of
cook-
ginger liqueur.
I'll send you some ginger liqueur. I thought you had taste. I mean, if the other chuckleheads didn't have ginger liqueur, I'd be like, I get it.
What would I use ginger liqueur for in regards to anything culinarily speaking?
You don't cook with ginger?
I cook with ginger, crystallized ginger, or fresh ginger, not
Think
ginger
about
liqueur.
you could use ginger liqueur in all manner of desserts, bro. We got to talk.
Yeah, this sounds like
See,
a
well,
post-
that makes perfect
post-podcast
sense because
conversation.
I don't like sweets and I don't make. I'm not a confectionery kind of cooking person, so
There you go.
I don't.
All
I
right.
don't do. Yeah. So, but yeah, if had I and my relatives were, They had a confectionery bakery, so like hundreds of years ago. But I hate sweets, so I would never cook with that. But
All right.
I could see
Makes
that.
sense.
I could see that.
You bested me, sir.
That's all you
But
gotta
anyway,
tell me.
if you put the ginger liqueur with it, and then the reason why you use that is you can make yourself a kind of an apple Kentucky mule concoction, and use club soda and now you don't need any ginger beer. Use club soda as your fizzy, and the ginger liqueur is sweet, the Jack Apple is sweet, and the club soda doesn't oversweeten it. It's perfect. A little bit of lime, great drink.
It sounds pretty good.
Mary loves them.
I could see getting into that.
I like a mule.
Yeah, if you like I said, then the ginger liqueurs are all high fructose corn syrup. So you use club soda and use that. Ginger liqueurs is actually really nice. Canton de Domaine is like one of the popular brands. Good stuff. Makes a great meal.
Todd, last night I made, and it turned out pretty good, and it was relatively simple. Made some apple butter. So my dad grew a bunch of apples, gave me a couple bags. All you need is about 6 pounds. So relatively speaking, if they're medium to large apples, 15 to 20.
Yeah.
Peel them. You got some brown sugar, some regular white sugar, some fresh vanilla, a little bit of salt, and you have the peeled apples and put them in a crock pot and let it go on high for 10 hours. And the sugar in the apples and the actual sugar itself caramelizes. And everything turns like a rich brown, and everything just kind of just turns into this spreadable, almost like a jam.
Yep.
And really good, really good.
Actually, I need some of that because actually I have I want to do a take on apple butter glazed ribs.
That'd be great. Very simple to do. That would be fantastic too, because it would further caramelize on the ribs as well. So, yep. If you had the egg going really hot, however you do your ribs initially, and then had like a sear fire going, painted some of the apple butter onto it, and then caramelized that around. I mean, that would be amazing. Yeah, that'd be really good.
I want to incorporate it actually in the brine that I brine the ribs in overnight before anyway.
Still jerking each other off. All right.
I earlier I was like, I should probably tell this story I have about shitting at Lori's house, but I'm going to hold off on that, and I'm so glad I did because that was way better. So, with that in mind, let's go on to a little TT's TikToks.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
This is still the wrong version.
This is the one that Nick told me to play.
It's the wrong one. This is the original.
All right,
Okay.
we're gonna fade this down.
So
Then.
This is the Grand Funk Railroad remix.
A few different problems. So earlier tonight, Bob took his sticky liquor fingers and put it all over the touchscreen on his fucking mixer, and I pointed it out, and he's like, "That's fine." And
Yeah, I did.
so then he looks at me during the show, and he tells me to take my cans off, and he goes, "Hey man,
Hands off.
hey man, I've got this button that I assigned pink, and the button directly next to it that I also assigned pink, and one says
I didn't assign any of those colors.
one of it says TT's TikToks, and one of it says TikToks long." He goes, which one should I pick? And I'm like,
You know why I asked? Because
like,
last week
I
I got a
don't
whole
know.
bunch of shit for picking the wrong one. So I'm like, I'm just going to take this off my hands.
the
And you
only
picked the wrong one again.
But
First-
again, this is not my choice.
I said,
I didn't choose that one. Nick did.
yeah, you're the one that created all this. I don't know what you designed.
I don't
My
either.
only
I
thing
didn't
was
make the song.
my
Hey,
logic.
play the right one.
Hold on, my logic.
Perfect. Here we go.
Is there a delete where we can just delete it right now?
Are you ready?
You want to delete this one? The other one?
Are you ready?
All I needed to know was, do I play the long one or not? That's fine.
This is the short one.
No, this is not the short one. I'm sure I called it long because this is a fucking long song. Yeah, you should probably fade that shit all the way down.
The reason I picked what I picked, even though the person in the brain that fucking actually designed it couldn't figure it out, he put me on the spot to figure it out. The reason I picked what I picked was because when he initially put this on there, he had made a short version and a long version.
He made the original version, and then he's like, I'm going to make what's even longer.
So I'm like, not only
He
do
didn't say I made a short version. He's like, here's my version.
not only am I like,
Also, here's a longer version.
oh, well, I know the button was always pink, so it's got to be the blue one. Nope, they're both pink. I would assume the one that has TTs in it is probably.
I would have made the same assumption, but luckily it wasn't up to me.
Hey, when a motherfucker gets in the studio and gets creative, what happens happens.
You know that's
What happens in the studio.
That's what Dre used to say. So I'm sure he's right.
I mean, honestly, Todd, it's like the metamorphosis of a butterfly. I mean, you just
Is
some
it
of
though?
these.
Is it like a butterfly?
If you do not fucking delete that other one by next week,
when my creative juices get going,
I'm gonna jam a pencil into that spot.
Let me ask Kate. Just a quick question. No, go ahead and inhale. I'll ask the question in the meantime. Would it be better to delete that other one that I know is wrong, or would it be better to leave it there, figuring that I'll forget, and it'll be funnier next week if I play that anyway?
That joke has been fucking said so many times. It's not going to be funny anymore.
To quote you, you've always kind of said it's a democracy, right?
It is.
And so, like, I'd go with the vote, and, you know.
I'm going to start it out with delete.
Delete.
Keep.
Fair. Done.
Let's keep you son of a bitch.
You
Done.
suckers. It's a remix.
We needed
One
the
of them's a
vibe
remix.
that she's bringing to the show. We needed that vibe. This is where we're going to clear a whole bunch
Wait,
of
then
shit
she
up.
gets a vote. Then she gets a vote.
No. She did not vote.
She gets a vote.
No, she did not get
She gets
a
a
vote.
I don't
vote.
wanna vote.
She
I'm
doesn't wanna
fucking
vote.
Switzerland, guys.
I'm Switzerland.
She's just steering us back into the right lane. And that's what we needed.
So, but
Somebody else gets a vote then.
But
yeah,
who
no,
else-
I'm not part of the cast gets the vote. Y'all are part of it,
But I will-
and then you vote. And
Then why are you
I
all
feel like
talking about how we have a democracy here, Kate? It feels like you're like in our politics, but you don't want to play the politics.
Todd, I love you so much, but I am just a guest here. I am like a stalker outsider who's just giving my point of view.
I know, I'm trying to leverage
I don't
it to
get
get my way.
I do not get a vote.
You get a vote, Kate.
No,
I'm
I
just
feel
trying-
like I have to be on at least 3 times before I get a vote.
I think
Gina
that's
should get a vote.
I think that's fair.
Danielle should get a vote.
I think you should
all
get a vote
the
if you're going to vote for me.
guys that have done like the gentleman's agreement, they should get a vote.
yeah.
But until I'm like making
Established.
a real presence besides like my outside stalkering.
Oh, I think you're making a presence.
Well, no, that makes me want to just leave.
What? No, it's a compliment. I think
I
you're
have
making a
hardcore
strong
anxiety.
impression.
Yeah, Bob's on fire
very
tonight.
good
isn't
You're
he?
making a strong
I'm embarrassed
impression.
for
You
Bob.
are doing a fantastic job.
Absolutely.
We're happy to have you.
Oh, well,
Absolutely.
you guys are all so nice.
But I don't think you should get a vote. I think
Exactly.
the
I
third
don't think I
time-
should either. I agree.
After the third time, I agree with you.
3 is the lucky
That
number.
is fair.
You
Hey,
skipped
can we
over.
vote on that?
You skipped over. You skipped over something, Bob. Is
Always my fault.
that
That's fair.
it's going to defeat the purpose because I am not an Etch-a-Sketch board where you can just shake me and I forget. I will know now the
I'm not
correct
on
one.
that sketch board.
Now that you've shown me once, I will know the right button to push. So if
That
you
is fair.
if
If it was up to you,
if
but
you,
it's not.
If you consult my infinite wisdom next time,
Next time I won't.
you son of a bitch, you fucking salt and peppery son of a bitch.
Look,
I am not a marble rye, Bob.
my apologies, Corey. He's been sitting here very
No, it's-
patiently waiting for us to
Yes, he
finish our
has.
fucking babbling.
Well, because you never played the fucking intro. Or at least the right one.
Sorry. Here we go.
If you press the wrong,
I totally pressed the right button. I totally pressed the right button.
This is what I do at home when I hear it, and I'm doing laundry.
Is that what we're doing?
Are you ready?
probably just keep it at
The
home.
laundry TikTok? All
Yeah.
right. Well, that's good. And we're done with it. All right, Cory.
I feel like you didn't like my moves.
I totally did. But I was getting the
everyone loved
sense
him.
from Cory that he's like, look, I was almost ready to put my TikToks, and then you hit that fucking button again.
I like the knife hands.
I hope a lot
you
of people
care
watch
what
this on
Cory-
YouTube. You know why?
I don't care what he thinks.
Because Kate and I are
thank
the only
you.
ones dancing to the music.
I wish I could see you, sir, but the TikToks
I had to bring
are
it
on
down, bring the
TV.
TikToks up.
Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly.
It looked more like you were lip syncing.
Too soon. Cory.
So a couple weeks ago, or maybe even last week, I introduced you guys to
Maybe even last week.
Bob,
All right.
Bob Menery that does
Yep.
the voiceovers for different games. So here's the first one. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh no!
I'm hearing.
I'm
it
already
through the
giving this a
cans.
D minus.
Todd, go fuck yourself.
What a gaff!
I know. I know. What are we
gaff!
looking? This is gonna be
What a
hilarious.
gaff.
I bet.
Right into left field with that one.
Exactly.
Just a bit outside.
Spending
let's
all
do
the time
this.
waiting for you to show up.
Get off the bag.
Now we got.
Oh,
no
that's
sound.
better.
They're
That's
challenged again up the middle. Nice play. Fired from the show. My
Oh,
God. Playing Call of Duty out here. He gets fucking sniped in the head. And
Oh, my God.
That's
He's
a
gonna-
bad sign. And we take a look at the replay. He'll be all right. He's fine. He's not flatlined on the
Oh, my God.
dirt, so he'll be all right. Let's look at the replay. Pretty casual ball up the middle. They haven't liked his calls lately, so guess what? Fuck you. Down he goes. And for anybody joining us, if you're just tuning in, they just asked him. We can hear what you can't hear in the booth. They asked him what his name was. He said November. So we're going to keep an eye on this guy for a little bit.
You have
That's
sold me on
mean.
that whole thread.
for those
Okay,
for those not subscribed to the platinum version of the podcast. And the audio listeners, this was an
do
umpire
yourself a
that was
favor and go subscribe to the TikToks at Bob Menery, Menery. You'll see everything we just said.
the umpire was
Yes.
smoked in the face.
And I want to, Cory.
Yeah.
I want to go back and redact my D minus. And this is the guiltiest I've ever felt. So thank you very much for making me feel like a total heel.
Well, all right. So if you
That
guys
was
like,
a solid B plus clip.
Last week
That's-
sucked. Remember how much last week sucked?
It was so
thanks.
horrible.
you guys are awesome. All right, so I do have some more Bob Menery queued up for you guys, but we'll pepper in something a little bit different here. And since it's the Halloween season, I felt when I came across this one, it was pretty festive. So here you go.
Hey babe, will you come here?
Damn, you got a costume.
I got my costume. What do you
You look hot.
like it?
You're a pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
What about me?
I got you one. You want to see what it is?
I
Do you like it?
I've actually
That's you're gonna.
You want me to go back?
No.
Don't touch
I
me.
saw it.
No.
It's not funny.
It's
I
not,
get
not
it.
funny. It's that it's a
I get
visual
it.
joke, and now I want to leave
Alright.
it to Cory to explain to the audio only listeners what exactly we just saw.
I've actually seen that in a photo, and it's much funnier in a photo than what they just
And
fucking did.
as someone who usually now listens only audio, these explanations help me.
There you
I'm
go.
trying.
There you go.
Because I know
But
a lot of times.
But I don't want to always. I don't want to always make Nick do it. Let's leave it to Cory to explain what we just watched.
So it was a lady that had found a costume for herself for Halloween. It was a pumpkin shirt and like a little orange skirt.
fucking
Tutu.
slutty.
Dude,
And
exactly.
some
Thank you. He's not
thigh-highs.
putting any freaking
It wasn't-
descriptors in here for
It
anybody.
wasn't.
Cory
it
sucks
was-
at telling a story.
Not
was
a
a-
skirt, it's a tutu.
And
They're
look,
thigh
she's wearing a
highs
shirt,
and heels.
looks like a pumpkin, and she's
She looks
ugly.
like a slutty
She looks
pumpkin.
she's got
She
a
was
big
the
mole on her nose.
sluttiest of
Look
pumpkins.
what I have
Exactly.
created.
No, exactly. Cory's like, oh, she's a big woman. She's like 270.
Yeah,
and
she
she's
was
so
a
sweaty.
pumpkin.
Cory's
I
the
never
freaking-
said that at
giving any
all.
description.
I'll say it as the only guy that can say it in this room. She was fucking hot, and she was in a pumpkin
I'll
shirt.
say it as the only woman in
Yeah.
this room. She was fucking hot.
Yeah.
And in
They can
fishnets and
they're-
thigh highs.
They're fucking thinking that they can't say it.
highs?
They're not allowed to say it. But she was fucking hot, and
Thigh
she's in
highs.
some fishnet.
Well, she had on
yeah.
like it looked like a garter situation.
I have an
Sorry, it
enhancement
looked like a
request.
garter situation.
Yes.
I have an enhancement request, Bob.
Yes.
My enhancement request is we need to be able to record this live so we can replay the dumb shit that Cory said as the first description of this.
She's wearing it.
She's a woman and she's
She was
wearing
in a pumpkin
That's why
outfit.
that's why we pre-record,
I'm picturing
sir.
like a pumpkin.
Every guy's dick fell off. It's like, oh, this fucking pumpkin.
I thought I
This
did
is
a pretty
dumb.
damn good job. So then, either way, her
Either
significant
way.
other was asking if he had a costume, and the costume she provided him was a shirt that said Peter, Peter, and then he had what appeared to be pumpkin all over his mouth and chin.
Okay.
I didn't even see that part. It just was horrible.
Yeah, no. There was a photo. There's like a photo of it that I've seen before as like a couple's costume, and just like this messy orange makeup face, and his shirt says Peter, Peter, and she's in this slutty.
And here's the funny thing. I want to see it again now to see the pumpkin on his face because I didn't see any of that shit because I was like, this is so on the face stupid that Cory should be ashamed of himself. A solid D-, Cory.
I'm ashamed
Solid
of you,
D-.
Todd. I'm ashamed of you. All right, next one. This is for you, Bob. Every time we've been out golfing and Bob has ever encountered a goose or any bird,
Geese are assholes.
Fucking
Geese are
I
hardcore,
hate
too.
Them.
they go right for Bob. They literally, I've
Oh,
witnessed
yeah.
geese take off and try
can
to
hurt
attack
you.
Bob.
Yeah.
So
They're like, let me attack the most good-looking guy in this golf course.
well,
We had him at college, and like I would like be late to class because I was being chased by like flocks of angry fucking geese. And
seems like a
my
valid-
professors did not care.
I wonder why.
Wait,
It was
That's the
real.
most- that's the most
can you
valid
just
excuse?
can you walk us through your explanation to the prof when you walked into the class late as to why you were late? Pretend that I'm the prof.
Well, first of all, I'd
Kate,
be
why
like
were you late?
very red
Kate,
and purple
Kate,
because
why were you
I'm
late?
super embarrassed.
Why
So,
were you
like,
late?
There's a bunch of fucking geese. They're chasing me. They're angry.
That sounds
And he didn't
made up.
send you to drug counseling right away?
No, but if you were on Oakland University's campus, I feel like the professors would even kind of get it.
Yeah,
They were angry.
that was a campus-wide problem.
I believe so.
Okay.
I think they had those like times where they send the dogs out to chase them away. Like they would have times on campus where they would send like
You guys
dogs.
had dogs
Are you
caged up year
Are you
round?
thinking about the Looney Tunes, like when they would send the dogs out
No,
on
for
like a
real.
wolf hunt?
For real. This
Okay.
is real life. They
All right.
would like have like hunting dogs, whatever the fucking trained dogs are, and they would like chase them away because they would be like
Would they
aggressive.
get on horses and like blow the horn and all be dressed in sort of?
Would the
black
dogs
satin?
get on
Yeah.
horses?
No, not the dogs.
ride horses?
Well, let's say they put the dogs on horses and they gave the dogs
No, it was
horns
mainly
to
just
blow.
mainly just dogs.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. And this excuse worked for you in lots of different classes.
None of that part was the excuse. That really happened, but the excuse was angry fucking geese.
And that worked. They bought it.
No.
No.
Exactly.
But it really happened.
And they didn't send you to counseling?
Drug counseling, perhaps.
But I don't know if I'm ready to go there yet with you. We'll talk about counseling at a later podcast.
I love the dynamic between Kate and Todd. It's electrifying. All right, Cory, you got one more for us here?
I got a couple more.
All right. More than
All
a
right.
couple.
So this one reminded me of you, Bob.
Back to golf. Here we go.
Been following
does
for a
he
long
suck?
time, Peter. Anyways, the club championship is his. He makes it. And oh, God, here it is again, the fucking goose. This time going after his
It's a
clock.
swan.
Chasing him around the green and looking at him run away like a little pussy. And one lesson I learned, Peter, you never fuck with those birds in a golf course. Ever. All right, Peter, we can't ask for more than that. Let's move on.
And it was a swan. That dude sucks.
Yeah, it was a swan
You're
biting
so
a guy in the ass.
back and forth, Todd. Back and forth.
Yep.
All right, here's the last one I'll give you guys from Bob Menery. Hopefully this tickles your fancy, Todd.
Oh, boy.
Are we just becoming a
I know. I got to start sending more inputs.
an advertising venue for Bob Menery's TikToks?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what we're becrumbing.
You should be crumbing.
Really hoping that no one caught that.
Oh my God, Pierre.
And
almost
it's
just
my
came out
lip.
My nose. My
It's my lip.
Right now.
It's becrumbing. Where's becrumbing?
Yeah,
I felt like that was something Todd would say tonight.
I had no damage from my dog or anyone
If
else.
Todd or Cory said becrumbing tonight, I would give him a pass.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Corey's like,
Thanks, buddy.
you guys are so special to me.
Appreciate it. All right, last one.
Allie's going to be drinking out of a straw, driving a moped around, tooting that little horn. I guarantee it in 2 years. Oh, my goodness. He gets fucking rocked. His jaw almost just comes clean off his face. He's all goo-goo gaga. But look at the referee. His eyeballs are popping out of his head. He has no fucking idea what to do. As this guy is just getting rocked in the corner. Take a look at this here. Right jab just misses. Watch the referee. Turns into the Joker. You got to love that, too. The enthusiasm from the ref. Well, he's going to be drinking out of a straw, driving a moped around, tooting that.
So there you guys go.
I still give him a solid C.
You're such a hard grader, son.
No, he's horrible.
Come on, Todd.
He had one bit of brilliance, and there's a little bit of funny in there because that dude did get rocked. And
he's got
his claim to fame is, oh, I got fucking rocked.
He's got the voice.
Maybe I should quit my job and just do that. Just rant at freaking. Oh. Said an idea. I'll just watch videos all day of stupid sports and rant about it. And then Cory will put me on TT's TikToks and I'll be famous.
Exactly.
You know what? I think you just found a loophole here. Instead of doing 90-second sports, maybe you just do all manner of sports on your TikToks, and then Cory just says, I'm going to put Todd in my TT's TikToks.
Exactly.
It's going to give you like 120 seconds, 180 seconds of sports.
Exactly.
It's going to drive Nick insane.
It will drive him insane. More sports.
More sports.
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, let's move on to Nick's. Well, let's just let the song describe it.
Nick's Existential Question of the Week.
All right, so for this installment of Nick's Existential Question of the Week, we have a doozy for you guys. This is something that you're going to need to think about. Stop it. And you're going to have to give some thought because it's specific to tonight and the people that are actually in the room. And I see that Cory and Kate are paying very close attention, so they will not need any time to think.
I'm not in the room, though.
But you're here. So technically, the TV, and this is going to be important, the TV is to the right of Cory and to the left of me. Okay?
All right.
All right?
All right.
So right now, this installment of Existential Question is going to be using 3 words to the people on this show right now. The person to the left of you, what would be the name in 3 words of their biography? If you had to say
Their
it.
biography?
Biography.
Okay.
A little southern drawl.
Biography.
I had a psychic. I was trying to get on board with the mouth problems tonight of everybody else.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
So, person to the left of you, what is going to be their biography title using 3 words only? If you had to pick.
I got mine already ready. That's what I call him. Not to his face.
Who
It's
is
Bob? You're to my left.
No, nope.
It's
Yeah,
actually
who is to Todd's left?
Bob isn't. How can that be? If the TV is in
He's
the
looking at the television.
no. It's fine. It's fine. Bob.
Well, let's do it by what the listeners would see, or viewers would see on a YouTube feed, right?
Yeah. So Cory is to my left. To the left of Cory would be Kate. To the left of Kate would be Todd. To the left of Todd would be Bob. And to the left of Bob would be me.
Yep.
Sound good?
Okay.
All right. So you guys can think about it.
Can you
I'm
say
ready.
it again?
Todd's already got his answer. Go ahead. Why don't you lead us off, Todd?
Wait, can you say it again, though?
Sure. Clarifying question.
Clarifying question?
No, I just
She's
need a
got
repeat.
your number, Todd.
I love Kate. She should get a vote. She should be a regular host. She should
will.
replace TT.
After her 3rd visit.
Wow. Okay, Todd's not for tonight.
So the question is to the person to the left of you, as far as our assignment right now that we're sitting, if you had to use 3 words only to describe their biography, what would those words be? And it sounds like Todd is really itching to pull the trigger. So
Yeah. Go ahead, Todd.
Clarifying question.
Yes, sir.
Jesus.
If I'm going to get in trouble for it, should I still go for it?
Absolutely.
No, we're a very docile podcast. We would never want anything like that. Yeah, of course. 100%.
Wait, who are you going to get in trouble with?
Well, my 3-word biography title for you, money, a gentleman I've known most of my life. Big Boobs Bob, the biography.
Big Boobs Bob, the biography.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
I would say that needs no explaining, but that would be a lie.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
So at the end, if there needs...
Remember who said these words.
Hold on.
It wasn't me. Your explanation should come from Todd.
At the end,
Yeah.
we will, if necessary, we will explain. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm next to Bob. So mine to the left is Cory. Mine's going to be Lavender Tawas Sunsets. Cory Selesky story. The Cory Selesky story.
that's a great Hallmark Channel movie title.
Lavender Tawas Sunsets.
Yeah.
Why lavender?
You're a big fan of the color purple.
I love the sweet pea.
And
The color purple, like the Oprah Winfrey movie.
And you've specifically been like, oh, I've got this this one shirt. It's more of a lavender.
I've never said that.
You come up with
No, I've
names
never
for
said
purple.
that.
Well, guess what? The name, a more specific name for purple is lavender. So you wear a lot of purple shirts. You like purple ties. Lavender Tawas Sunsets.
Apparently,
It's up to me. Sorry.
I love it.
apparently, based
Love
on these
it.
nebulous rules, we can ask him later to explain why that is.
Yeah. So,
All right.
all right. Go ahead, Cory.
Amazing best friend.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, give me a break.
Who's to his left? Me?
Kate.
No,
Kate.
it is Kate.
Oh.
Oh.
So for those that obviously don't, I don't even think you guys know.
No, thank you, by the way, on behalf of me and Bob.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't expecting.
Mic drop.
You didn't
I would
Kate.
pick this up and drop it.
No, I'm
but
saying I'm the best
I'm not
friend.
gonna.
You were the best man.
That's fine. That's the best man, not the best friend.
Exactly.
I'm good with that.
No, so yeah, Kate and I have known each other ever since kindergarten.
Uh-huh.
And here we are 29 years later.
Watch him try to do fucking math.
I know.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
How many years
He's
has it
not-
been since kindergarten?
No, I
Exactly.
Sacred Heart did not do us right on
Carry the
math.
two.
Cory, how many years since kindergarten?
29,
And you're how old?
35.
No, that.
But I'm younger
you be-
somehow,
wouldn't you-
magically.
Wouldn't you be?
They're not the same age.
Wouldn't
I
it be
love
30
it.
years? Because wouldn't you be 5 in
I
kindergarten?
love it.
6.
6.
Oh, you were held behind. Okay.
You should have been in second.
I got you. Okay.
6.
No, it's okay. I get it.
Corey was like dominating at the freaking.
I think we both have like winter birthdays.
That's why Corey thinks he's tall. He's
Some
like,
peop-
I was dominating the basketball hoop.
Some
Dude,
people
you're
were
a year
held
and a half
behind.
older. No,
Some people were held behind. It's not a big deal. I get it.
We were
Started
not
late.
held behind
No,
in
not-
kindergarten. We had
Corey
winter
was started
birthdays.
late. That's fine.
No, you guys are not joined at the hip. I'm talking specifically to Cory.
Yep.
So we'll still say 6.
So we will stay
Yeah,
6.
yeah,
right.
collectively.
Him pulling you into this fucking morass.
But-
this swamp of lies.
7.
This cannot be good for
I
the,
am
the
really not
plastic
good at
surgery
math.
recovery.
So, like whatevs.
Well, you went to the same school, so now I get it.
Like for
Makes
real.
sense now.
That's fair.
I teach it now though.
That's good to know.
Kate's like, didn't we meet in the 4th grade?
No, how they teach
you were-
it now
when you were
makes
12?
sense. How nuns taught it to us then didn't make
What do you
sense.
mean they? Like they is someone else. They is you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry, Cory. What were you saying?
Yeah.
Amazing best friend. That was
Yeah, but
okay.
by for the person I've known the longest in my life, and that we're still friends to this day.
Gotcha.
You haven't known your mom longer?
Okay.
I don't even know where to go with that.
Yeah,
Saying.
that's just an asinine thing to say.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Kate.
So I have.
You have a
Todd.
lot of knowledge. Yes, you do. You have a lot of knowledge of the podcast. So
I do. So I'm going to say chickens, helicopters, and clarifying questions.
what? That is, I don't
more
think
than
they're
3
good.
words.
Things we will never really know about Todd.
I'm gonna give a vote to say that clarifying questions. If you wanted to put it as in the title of the book as one long word, that would almost be funnier. If you put chickens.
Oh, I'm not
helicopters.
like a super. I forgot the directions already.
That's why you have to clarify
It
questions.
wasn't apparent. I was
Clarifying
Caressing my brow for
dash
some other reason.
questions. Does that count?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I like
No,
that.
it's not my question. It's Nick's question. And
you know what?
He's making the rules.
I
so.
think that's a fantastic effort first time on the show for someone that clearly has listened. So
Yes,
I think
yes.
that's great. Chickens, helicopters, and clarifying questions. I think you could not describe Todd's life any better than that as far as the podcast is concerned.
Very true. Very true.
My
Missing
child
lips.
woke up at 5:30 this morning. I'm real tired, guys.
You did a great job. All right, and Todd gave Bob, so we can go to. Or you didn't do yours, did you?
No, I haven't.
Go ahead.
I would say 3 words. I'll be there.
Is it like the Friends
That's
song?
That's Aiden. That's Aiden, not Nick, is it?
But Aiden's is a different. You
I'll
gotta
be
put
there.
a particular lilt on it, like the kind of lilt you put on someone who will never be there.
I'll be there. I'll
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah. No, he's never been there. But Nick, yes, it's a play on the Friends theme song. I guess technically it's also the name of a Jackson 5 song. But Nick's one of those guys that if you need something, he's your man.
I agree with that. I like that. That's a good one.
Thank you, buddy.
That's a great biography.
I had the benefit
and
of
I got
going-
chickens
going-
and helicopters.
I had the benefit of going last. Also, I don't have little children who are making me really tired. So,
Sorry, brain.
Oh, hey,
dead.
Kate.
No, he has adult
hey,
children that make him really tired.
yeah, that may be true.
How much money can I get for a phone charger?
She doesn't listen to this show. That's fine.
Plus,
That's
hey,
fine.
plus Kate really knocked it out of the park because I know Corey's would have been black, bald, and handsome. But
Corey,
Todd
that's
don't
what you would have said about Todd?
Oh, but
Wait,
I should
are you
have
saying
thrown handsome in there.
Blackballed like BALLED or BALD?
Ooh, actually, black, bald, and bald.
Thanks. That's what I wanted to. That was my clarifying question.
There you go. That's the new one that Corey would have picked for me.
I mean, your sack is always on my mind, so
Always on my mind.
only on my face when you're in town.
Lifted and cut.
Yeah, I like to give them Arabian gobbles. Ooh,
Gobbles?
I couldn't say
Did you say
I couldn't.
gobbles?
Because my lip got me. It was my lip got me. My brain knew what to say. My
Hold
lip
on.
got me.
Now, so
I can't
every
say
time
gobble.
you misspeak,
Goggle.
you could just say, "My lip got me." Is
It
that
got
the
me.
deal?
It got me. Dude.
That's the deal. How many
Dude.
weeks do you think Todd's going to milk that?
Oh, forever now.
Yeah,
Oh, my
I get
lip will
one-
never
I
be
get
the
one- I
same.
get
the
2
lip
weeks.
got me.
The lip got me. Goggles. Arabian goggles.
Chicken lip, Rottweilers and bologna.
I know. That's actually what I should have done. I should have told you guys the chickens did it. So I was petting Dora, and then she turned on me. And she pecked my lip off.
Most vicious chickens I've ever.
Oh, I'm like, is it not on the board anymore? No, this is for Kate.
Chicken wing, hot dogs and bologna, chicken and macaroni, chilling with my homies.
I bet that's a song you guys sang to each other in
Kindergarten.
In kindergarten.
Yep, all the time.
When you were 17.
Actually, I remember a very long period of
Dunking on
time in elementary school where he sang dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
What?
Wait a minute, George.
For
Hold
like-
on.
I
And
have
he-
questions.
He kept track of
He's
how
never going to be able to
many
run for office.
He said, and it haunts me to this
You could put that mic moves. You could just take it with
Yep,
you.
you
You
could
could
just
go all
walk.
the way over there. You can come all the way
You
over here to
remember
this
it,
couch.
don't you?
No, I have no clue.
Wait, hold on. What
What are you
happened?
talking about?
Was that when he was-
Dreidel,
when he
dreidel, I
was
made
Jewish
it
for
up.
a year?
I guess.
Okay.
In the Catholic school, yes.
Yeah.
He's not very Jewish.
How can I fit in better here? Maybe if I just become Jewish this year.
Yeah.
Kindergarten's a great year to start.
That's right.
When I'm
I
12,
think it was like 6th, 7th grade ish. And
My
like
God.
you're 16.
for like a fucking month, I remember dreidel, and he was on like second verse, same as the first, and then it was like
What?
150 verse, same as the first.
That's not even part of
That is
dreidel.
not the same song at all.
But he just would say that in between like that verse and like just repeat that like over 100 times. I swear it went on for a month. I'm not making this shit up.
I think
I
Cory
wish,
sounds
I
like
wish that
lead
you
painted it.
were, but
I'm
I can see that
really
you're not.
I
Yeah.
feel like I could call people like at this moment and probably like a
Okay,
lot would
That's the
remember
lead.
this.
That's the lead
We
paint.
can hook your phone up Bluetooth to the mixer if you'd like to call them right now.
Did he have a separate teacher than you?
Did he
was this
leave
bus real long?
Did he leave at a different time of
No,
you that you did? You left at 3. He left at like 2:15.
really, really long. His best was a little bit shorter. You know what I mean? No, just kidding.
Oh,
So glad. So glad.
Just kidding. He was really smart in school, but he sang songs repetitively on occasion that were of the Jewish persuasion, like as you do.
As you do in Catholic
He's
school.
never sang any Jewish songs to us. I'm a little upset.
Oh, he sings Beastie Boys all the time.
Wow.
Please tell me you do remember this.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
You are such
You're
a fucking
such a
liar.
dick.
He's a liar.
Clearly, you've escaped from some
And
sort of mental facility.
It only took an hour and 10-minute podcast for that to come out. You're such a dick.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made it out of clay. Hey, dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. With dreidel, I will play. Hey, second verse, same as first. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made
Those
it out
are
of
two
clay.
songs mashed up together.
That went on for like an extraordinary amount
Let's
of
just say
time.
from kindergarten through 6th grade.
Third verse, same as the first. Dreidel, dreidel.
So you understand that
How are
I-
you guys still
16 to
friends?
20?
I have no idea. They said that we should like love everybody forever.
Yeah,
at
clearly that
the school
allure
we
was
went
too
to,
much
and,
to
like,
handle.
shit.
So
Yeah.
They
And then
took it
years
too
later,
seriously.
I heard he had a podcast, and I'm like, I want to be part of that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get a dreidel song.
we graduated, and 3 years later, he had a podcast.
And a beard the whole time.
I did have a nice beard in 6th grade.
Well, Kate, it has been a pleasure.
Thanks.
Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Hey, if only we could get you to. Hey, Kate, if only we could get you to come by. Well, it has been a pleasure, Kate. Every night comes
Todd-
with.
Todd Dillon.
Yes, sir.
Todd Dillon, I'm glad you're okay.
All right. Thank you. Kate, great job tonight. I am voting for you to get a vote. Great work tonight.
Your vote doesn't count.
It was nice chatting
that's
with
fine.
you finally. I feel like we've met.
That's what I'm talking about.
Virtually. Yeah. Maybe one day he'll take you on a ride in his helicopter.
Here we go.
Word.
Can the
When's the next
chickens
live
come?
show? The chickens come.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's a great point. So in 4 weeks, that is if we continue to record every weekend, we will hit episode 200, and we are going to be doing a live. We're going to be doing a live show for episode 200, so those plans are in the works as of now. This may be news to some of my hosts, but didn't have a chance to talk about it before the podcast. But that is what we're going to do. So, Todd, I'll be in touch with you, and we'll be working out schedules.
Yes, sir. We got to get the helicopter out.
Absolutely.
All right, man.
And that is the episode for the week. Thank you for joining. Please tune in next weekend. On behalf of Nick and Cory and Todd and special guest Kate, peace.